I don't particularly like this because it's like I hate white women. It's like that's just ridiculous. I don't care what skin color you have. If you do stuff like this, you're ridiculous. Now, just to be clear, this is a TikTok user named my name's Freya, and I happen to come across this on my because I have TikTok myself, but I happen to come across this video on on Twitter. I saw this, and a lot of people would probably look at this and go, what an interesting concept, and it's art, and it's a great way of expressing yourself, and there's so many different avenues. Well, we can get into that, but let's just play the video, and then I'll talk a bit after. Yeah, let me play it again. So, as you can see, it says underneath, mental illnesses as makeup. And then right on top, it says Tourette syndrome. And her idea of makeup, which looks horrible because it's literally just little X's on her face and a few white marks, and that's it. The amount of people that already mock Tourette syndrome and other mental illnesses and disorders are just overwhelming. When you see stuff like this, when I see stuff like this, does that look like she's mocking them? I mean, it looks like she's mocking them. Like, who would look at that? And I'm pretty sure some people have, because I looked at the comment section. I actually looked on her TikTok myself and have seen the comment section. And there's a lot of people that were like, cool, do borderline personality disorder next, do bipolar, do ADHD. It's like, well, here's the thing. While people are going to agree and disagree on things like whether or not this is good or not, I don't like it. And I'm going to explain why. This is not the only video she has done. She did an entire series of these. But unfortunately, right before I was planning to show everyone those particular videos, the page is no longer here. And I thought it might have been a problem on my browser, so I went on my cell phone to double check on the TikTok app, and turns out she in fact deleted all of her videos. Now, this comes off directly as mocking, and it doesn't give people an entire understanding of Tourette syndrome. And mental illnesses and disorders, all like personality, all of this stuff is already stigmatized enough because a lot of people don't understand it, or they don't understand it fully, or they get these stereotypical ideas of what it could be, or they get one part of it and that's all. They don't know the entire story. And unfortunately, with videos like this, you can't really explain it. You can't just like post something and be like that many, just a few seconds of you putting on makeup and being like, this is me as a Tourette's person. Like, do you really think people are going to take that well? Do you think people are going to, look at it and go, oh, now I understand it? Thanks. I just needed a few X marks on your face and you twitching for me to fully comprehend this really difficult disorder and this illness. These kids outside are just screaming. So that's my biggest issue with it. I'm on TikTok. I'm on TikTok frequently, especially at night. That's why I can't sleep. And I see plenty of videos actually raising awareness of various different things. There's people talking about their culture. There's people talking about their mental health as well. There's so many different things. And you can put enough information into a TikTok for several seconds. You can, if you're saying something, or you're putting a few messages here and there in your description. You could put like something where people can like look it up later and figure out more about it. But this is not what she did. And I saw this one video, and I tend to do this thing where I look at a video on Twitter, and I see the person's TikTok, and I'm like, you know what? Let me look at their TikTok. I want to see what other type of content they create. Is this just a one-time thing? Did they happen to do like something that just didn't work? Did it just come off wrong? Who knows? Well, I did, and unfortunately, I can't show you guys everything. I only have this in particular where she does autism, and someone's response to it, and I happen to just put it up for everyone to see.
Hi Freya, since you deleted my comment, I figured we could just talk like this. The first part of this video is just going to be me repeating what other people have said because I do not have autism. A lot of people on the spectrum have a problem with this video because a large amount of autistic people do not like the rainbow puzzle pieces because of the history behind it. And a lot of people brought this up in her video and she deleted all of the comments. If you're going to attempt to bring awareness to something you don't personally deal with, you need to listen to the people who do. Now with your video with bipolar disorder, I do suffer from bipolar disorder, and a lot of people didn't like the way that was portrayed. My issue with the bipolar video, and all of them really, is that they feel performative.
Now, just to cut it off there, she did make a video on bipolar disorder, and just to explain what the video had, because I don't have the video unfortunately, she put two sides of her face. One is like without makeup, and one is with makeup. She made it like a face mask that's looking sad. So like she's seeing one side where she's like, and then the other side where she's like, and that was her rendition of bipolar. That was her belief what bipolar is. And again, that is not fully what bipolar is. That my goodness, the fact that so many people already think that bipolar is something like that is a really bad thing. And she doesn't put anything at the bottom stating that, hey, maybe check out more information on it. Also, Veggie Rap here has stated that she was also deleting comments underneath her videos that were saying that they were either offended by it, that this wasn't the right way to go, that this wasn't actually an illness, as she stated, that this was not well put together, that she was missing information. She has been deleting these. And a lot of people in her comment section were asking, like, why do you keep deleting my video, my comments? Why are you deleting everyone's comments?
At least link a site to where people can donate to mental health awareness and access. I get it, you've got the spirit, you care about mental health, but this is doing more harm than good. You need to be more receptive and stop deleting comments when people are trying to correct you.
Here's the one thing I disagree with this video. I don't think she actually cares, and the reason why I don't think she cares is because if you truly cared, you would be listening to everyone's opinions on this. You wouldn't be just like taking down the ones that are directly bothering you. Just like right now, I'm pretty sure if I upload this video, there are going to be people like, yeah, what's the big deal? You're taking it too much. And you know, that's fine because everyone is different. Everyone's an individual. So someone with bipolar disorder might not be offended by this. They might actually feel that it's a perfect example of bipolar disorder. And my opinion as to why they might think that is because they actually have it. And it's easier to look at something that's a bit more like, that shows some information and you're already thinking in your head, hey, this is a good example at least. But here's the thing, it just comes off like mocking, especially this one. It very much comes off like she's mocking Tourette syndrome. There's even one where she does ADHD and like the video of herself, she's going like, and she's pulling her hair and being like, I can't concentrate. It's like, it's just like unbelievable. Like you don't do things like that and then expect people to take it well. And of course, a lot of people didn't take it well. But instead of like having conversations with them, trying to understand it, she just like deletes their comments. And to further this, like I said, she happened to delete all of her videos. She doubled down on these videos and said, look, this is all for raising awareness. I'm doing this to raise awareness, people. Well, here's the thing. I've seen TikTok a lot. I have seen tons of videos about raising awareness. I have. And those videos on raising awareness of a particular subject, the person is sitting down like I am right now and explaining it to their audience. Or they're doing that thing where they're dancing like this and they're showing like they're not putting on makeup and then doing like a stereotypical idea of what already society portrays someone with mental health disorders as. That's not doing any help. That's not raising awareness. Everyone knows Tourette syndrome. Everyone knows that Tourette syndrome, you may have those particular twinges. So how is that raising awareness? By doing something that we all know that is there, but it just looks more like you're mocking them. Raising awareness is like exactly that woman said, putting something in the comment section, actually discussing this with people, listening to everyone's different opinions on this, maybe like showing your makeup and how you're like, maybe an explanation after, not just a few seconds of a video saying like, hey, look at me. And it does come off performative. Because I've seen bad videos. Like I've seen a video of these teens. One of them was in a chair, and they were mocking people that were physically disabled by doing a whole like this type of like thing, like really really poor taste. And they got a lot of smack for it because when you're looking at videos like that, you know immediately that this person is just doing it to mock them. They're not doing it to raise awareness. They're just being an ass. But when you look at videos like this, it's again, it's really hard to tell. You're saying, is she just unaware of? Does she not know how to do this properly? And she thinks she's raising awareness when she's really not. And it's easy to think that. But when someone deletes their comments afterwards and just ignores everyone after, and just says, well, like, F you, everyone, like, I'm doing this for raising awareness and I don't care what other people think, it makes you kind of go, there's a possibility that this person's full of shit. And to be honest, I personally feel like she is, but who knows? Maybe she just doesn't like criticism. Maybe she was getting a lot of criticism and she genuinely thought she was doing well, and she didn't like that people were calling her out on it. But here's the thing, there was people that were even calling her out like a little bit. They were saying stuff like, hey, this isn't not actually a mental illness, just letting you know. So in those particular cases, you'd think you would be like, oh, my bad, my apologies. Maybe I'll make a video that's not stating mental illness as makeup, but in fact, this in particular as makeup. Or next time I'll make a video, I'll keep what this person had in mind. Things like that just makes you it actually shows your true character as a person. If you're ignoring, not only ignoring, but actually deleting comments that are in direct opposition of what you're trying to portray, and maybe like people are actually giving you like decent feedback and you're just ignoring it afterwards and you're deleting the comments, like that doesn't make you look good. That just makes it look like we're in fact being performative and you want everyone to like you and you don't want any criticism. So this was just so frustrating to me, and I wanted to like really make a video discussing this particular thing because it was just driving me mad.